Over the past 5 years, real estate's generated more negative news than positive, and rightly so. But over the last several weeks, the positive stories, locally and nationally, have become more frequent than the negative ones. Does that mean the real estate market's finally turned the corner? Well, some answers about this and some analysis, too. Wink News real estate expert Denny Grimes is with us this morning. This is a turnaround. You say you've been afraid to watch or read real estate news for a while.
It was scary. There was more negative news coming out than we had, like, slow drivers in the left lane. We'd be afraid to turn on the TV or pick up the paper, but it's changed, and it's actually the positive news, really, if you look at it, is outweighing the negative news 5-1.
So what's the positive news? Go over some of the stories you've seen over the last couple weeks.
Okay, number one is you're looking at home builder confidence is as high as it's been in 5 years. Why? Because there's more new construction. Number two, if you look at the affordability index, there's an article that just came out, the affordability index is higher now than it's ever been, and they started keeping track of that in 1970. The good news is real estate agents have finally, for the first time in 9 years, have gotten a raise. Our average income is up 2%.
That's a positive story.
Yeah, that's good. I want to put that out there. And then a couple of weeks ago, Trulia ranked Fort Myers Cape Coral as the highest percent gain in asking price for the first part of this year. And then recently, AOL just came out with a story listing the top 25 markets to buy in now. It listed Fort Myers Cape Coral as number 7 and Naples as number 5.
So that is a positive thing, but we also had, I think it's the foreclosure stories that just come out that's a negative because the numbers went up.
Right. Foreclosures are going to go up. You're going to see that. But again, over the last 2 weeks, this is kind of the nice trend. You have 5 positive, kind of 1 negative. And so there is, I mean, you would think the streets would be full of people having a party about the recovery, and there is a recovery party going on. But unfortunately, not everyone's been sent an invitation. And that's what I want to talk about, because there's at least 3 market segments that we're still having some problems in. Number one is the upper end price range. And upper end can vary between Lee and Collier County, but generally speaking, if you're in that mid-range, 400 to 800, and even sometimes over $1 million, the inventory is heavy there. That'll get better as things in the north get better. Number two, land is still very difficult, because you can buy homes cheaper than you can build them generally. There's not a lot of upward pressure on land. And the third segment, is surprising a lot of people, is really nice condominiums or homes in highly amenitized areas that have mandatory maintenance fees, high maintenance fees. People are looking at maintenance fees almost more than they are the listing price. Because, you can go in and get a great buy from a listing price, but maintenance fees are forever.
But can you afford it on top of the mortgage?
That's right, and they never go down, they generally go up. So in those segments, we still see higher inventory, downward pressure on price. So I don't want everyone to think that just because we have all this good news, it affects everyone, but it is very positive news for our market in general.
The trends are in the right direction, just certain segments haven't always caught up.
That's right.
All right, Denny, it's good to know. Thanks for coming in. If you have questions for Denny, it's Denny Grimes. There's Denny at DennyGrimes.com. Maybe he can answer them here. Let's get over to Joey and find out about that.